Hello dear students, welcome to Genesis. We are going to study pulse, blood pressure, tissue fluid and lymphatic system. Now pulse मतलब क्या है? It is the rhythmic या alternate contraction and relaxation of the walls of artery during ventricular systole. क्यों मैंने specifically ventricular systole कहा है? Because we know that the aorta which comes out of the ventricle, which ventricle? It comes out of the left ventricle. So it carries that fresh oxygenated blood to every part of the body. Now this aorta branches into many arteries. हम लोग ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं that the arteries go to kidney, they go to liver, they go to your intestine, to your upper arms, to your lower arms. So जब ये ventricular systole होता है, then the blood that is flowing through these arteries, they go under very high pressure, as a result of which they cause contraction and relaxation of the walls of the artery. और ये इसीलिए possible है because arteries are elastic in nature. Now this contraction and relaxation of the walls of the artery can be felt in some parts of your body. एक अगर आपके wrist के radial arteries में आप fingers रखें, you can feel that contraction and relaxation. सबसे मजे की बात है, this pulse is equivalent to your heartbeat. मतलब जितनी बार आपका हार्ट बीट करता है उतनी बार ही आपके पल्स के काउंट इक्विवेलेंट है. सो इन दैट केस अगर एडल्ट मेल में देखा जाए, adult male, उसमें this will be from 64 to 72 beats per minute. Similarly अगर यही adult female में देखा जाए, it will be some 72 to 80 beats per minute and this increases in infant. रखना दो बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट ऑपरेटिव है. दिस पल्स इज जनरेटेड बिकॉज ऑफ द वेंट्रिकुलर सिस्टोल. एंड कौन सी ब्लड वेसल को हम मेंशन करते हैं व्हेन वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पल्स? वी टॉक अबाउट आर्टरीज. The next point here is blood pressure. What is blood pressure? It is the pressure which the blood flowing through the arteries exert on the walls. That means जो blood arteries में flow कर रहा है, since वो blood high pressure में रहता है, because that blood is produced after a ventricular systole, so it exerts that pressure on the walls of the artery. That is known as blood pressure. Now इस blood pressure को दो phases में पढ़ा जाता है. One is the systolic pressure. Systolic pressure का मतलब है this is the pressure which is generated at the time of ventricular contraction. जब ventricles contract करते हैं तब जो pressure generate होता है that is known as that is known as systolic pressure. Now ये जो ventricular contraction है, इससे जो pressure generate होता है वो approximately the range is 100 to 140 millimeter of mercury. This is how we measure it. So एक नॉर्मल इंसान में ये सिस्टोलिक प्रेशर कैन बी फ्रॉम 100 टू 140. अगर 140 तक है तब ये नॉर्मल सिस्टोलिक प्रेशर कंसिडर किया जाएगा. सिमिलरली द अदर वन इज कॉल्ड डायस्टोलिक pressure, and this diastolic pressure is generated at the time of ventricular expansion, or you can even say dilation. So that means जब ventricles contract करते हैं, systolic pressure, जब ventricles dilate करते हैं to receive blood from the upper chamber, that is known as diastolic pressure. Diastolic pressure usually 60 से 80 mm of Hg में होना चाहिए. If it is that, then that is normal, that is the normal range. लेकिन अगर किसी patient में systolic pressure crosses 140 and the diastolic pressure crosses 80, then such patient would be considered as a patient of hypertension. इसका मतलब उन्हें hypertension है. And which is the instrument that we use for measuring blood pressure? The instrument is known as sphygmomanometer. This is the instrument that is used for measuring blood pressure. So the next topic that we are going to understand is tissue fluid. Tissue fluid को tissue fluid, intercellular fluid, extracellular fluid भी बोला जाता है. Now why is this necessary? Because अगर आपको tissue fluid समझ में आ गया, you will be able to understand the lymphatic system. Now let us quickly look at this diagram. यहाँ मैंने एक artery draw किया है which has branched into arterioles and these branch into further fine blood vessels called capillaries. हम सबको पता है only the capillaries can enter inside a tissue. That means अगर cell के nearest कोई blood vessel जा सकता है, then these are the capillaries. Now when the blood flows through the arteries, we know that the blood will flow under very high pressure. And because of this high pressure, when it reaches the capillaries, there are certain components of the blood which will go out of the blood capillaries. मतलब वो kind of squeeze out कर जाएंगे blood capillaries से. And what are those? They are the plasma of the blood, the WBC of the blood, proteins. जो रह जाता है, which is not going, is the RBC of the blood. That means in the capillaries RBCs रह जाते हैं और ये सारे components, they are kind of filtered out of the capillaries. And where are they getting collected? They start to get collected between the cells. Whatever space is present between the cell, those spaces are going to get filled up by this fluid. इसीलिए intercellular fluid कहते हैं या extracellular, मतलब इस cell के बाहर जो fluid है, that is extracellular fluid. So this is the tissue fluid which starts to get collected. Question is why? ये हो क्यों रहा है? It is because all the essential substances like oxygen हो, glucose हो, different kind of proteins हो, they remain in the tissue fluid and they can be directly absorbed by the cell. Process काफी easy हो जाता है. Similarly, cell के पास जो भी carbon dioxide है and waste है, it pours it in the tissue fluid and from the tissue fluid it finally enters into the capillaries which join to form venule and vein होके बाहर निकलते हैं. So जब when we are talking about capillaries entering into the tissues के अंदर, it is the tissue fluid which is mainly playing the role of exchange of substances. So it is very essential here. इसके अलावा भी there is another very important function that they perform. सोचो there are some pathogens between the cells. Now between the cells capillaries cannot reach. So in that case this tissue fluid which is rich in WBC will play a role of fighting with these pathogens. So these are very important. But अगर ऐसा एक कंडीशन होता है where this tissue fluid is constantly accumulating, ये तो constantly blood is flowing and there is generation of tissue fluid. Imagine a condition वो वहीं इकट्ठा होके रह जाता है and it's not drained out. If it is not drained out, it is going to cause trouble to us. So there has to be a way by which this fluid is going to be drained out. What is the way? Can it join the venules and बाहर जा सकते हैं? No, it does not. It rather joins another pipeline, a separate pipeline. उस pipeline को कहा जाता है lymphatic capillaries. They carry the tissue fluid and फिर क्या होता है? We are going to understand when we study the lymphatic system. So let us understand lymphatic system. ये जो lymphatic system है ये बना है lymph and lymph vessel से. Lymph क्या है? We already know the lymph is everything but not RBC. So it will have WBC, it will have plasma, it will have proteins, it will have carbohydrates, carbs, and it's also going to contain antibodies. क्यों? Because I told you they are rich in WBC. WBC का एक टाइप हम लोग ऑलरेडी पढ़ चुके हैं which are known as lymphocytes. They are the agranular leukocytes. ये lymphocytes हमारे बॉडी में एंटीबॉडीज प्रोड्यूस करते हैं and they are huge in number inside the lymph. क्योंकि ये lymphocytes बहुत ज़्यादा हैं हमारे lymph में, they produce antibodies. So these are all the things that are present in the lymph. और ये lymph हमारे बॉडी का एक parallel fluid है. Like you have blood, you have also lymph playing some very important role in your body. ये फ्लो करता है किससे? They flow through vessels, separate vessels which are known as lymph vessels. And how is this lymph formed? You already know it is made up of the tissue fluid, right? That the tissue fluid which gets collected is drained out in the form of lymph. Now जब ये lymph vessels they move carrying the lymph, इन्हें रास्ते में ऐसे कुछ structures मिलते हैं. These are called lymph nodes. They also get certain bigger structures sometimes which are known as lymph glands. Now let us understand what are these. Now lymph nodes जो होते हैं basically these are those places जहाँ lymph आता है, रुकता है और बोलता है you know please filter me. There are many pathogens which are there in me. Please take them, kill them and let me flow ahead. ये काम होता है lymph node का. What are lymph gland? Same function. There is no difference functionally between lymph node and lymph gland. Just that in certain cases these glands a little bigger in size. Okay. And और एक चीज, the lymph nodes they are found in clusters. क्लस्टर्स, ओके, इकट्ठा छोटे 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 ग्रेप्स की तरह क्लस्टर में किसी किसी एरियाज में मिलते हैं, जैसे नेक, एब्डोमेन, चेस्ट एरियाज। लिम्फ ग्लैंड वैसे क्लस्टर्स में अवेलेबल नहीं होते हैं। फंक्शनली दे आर सिमिलर। कुछ लिम्फ ग्लैंड हमारे बॉडी में जो है उनके एग्जाम्पल्स है टॉन्सिल, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट हमारे नेक में प्रेजेंट होता है, और एक लिम्फ ग्लैंड एंड द लार्जेस्ट लिम्फ ग्लैंड ऑफ योर बॉडी इज द स्प्लीन। याद रखना, दिस इज द लार्जेस्ट लिम्फ ग्लैंड ऑफ योर बॉडी। सो आई हैव टोल्ड यू व्हाट आर lymph nodes, what are lymph glands. Now let's quickly understand the functions of lymph. Lymph सबसे पहला काम जो करता है वो है it provides nutrition. कहाँ? This basically provide nutrition to those areas where blood cannot reach. Second, it is mainly for defense. हम ऑलरेडी जानते हैं it is rich in WBC, so its main function is to go to those areas where blood cannot reach and kill the pathogens. Third function is absorption. ये हमने 9th standard में पढ़ा था that from the small intestine the blood absorbs glucose, it absorbs amino acid but cannot absorb fatty acid and glycerol. This function is done by lymph, so absorption of fat from the small intestine is performed by our lymph. And the fourth function is drainage. Drainage of what? Drainage of the tissue fluid. हमने already पढ़ा हुआ है. The purpose of lymph is to actually drain out the tissue fluid which is constantly getting collected. Now let us discuss the largest lymph organ of our body, which is spleen. Spleen is the largest lymph organ of your body. It is as big as a clenched fist and it is reddish brown in color. सबसे important, you must know the location. The location is behind the stomach and it is above the left kidney. So it's on your left side. Then comes functions. What are the most important functions? It functions as a reservoir of blood in your body. Blood reservoir मतलब आपके ब्लड बॉडी में कुछ एक्स्ट्रा ब्लड, जैसे हम ब्लड बैंक से ब्लड लेते हैं वैसे ही एक ब्लड बैंक आपके बॉडी के अंदर है, विच इज लाइक स्प्लीन। कब ये आपके बॉडी को ब्लड देगा? इफ देयर इज एन हेमरेज, इफ देयर इज कार्बन मोनोऑक्साइड पॉइजनिंग, या आप बहुत स्ट्रेस में है, देन स्प्लीन विल पोर एक्सेस ब्लड इन योर ब्लड सर्कुलेटरी सिस्टम। सेकेंड फंक्शन दैट इट डज इज प्रोड्यूसेस लिम्फोसाइट्स। क्यों? मैंने पहले भी कहा था दिस इज अ लिम्फ ऑर्गन, सो इट विल प्रोड्यूस and add lymphocytes to the flowing lymph of your body. Lymphocytes, I hope you remember, these are the type of white blood cells which can produce antibodies. So उनका production spleen में भी होता है। ये हम लोग ने जब पढ़ा था तभी मैंने मेंशन किया था कि apart from bone marrow, lymphocytes are also produced in the lymph glands of our body. Spleen is the example. It destroys RBC. RBC जो worn out हो गए हैं, जो dead हैं, उन्हें destroy करने का काम करता है spleen. Basically ये इसके साथ किसके साथ ये काम करता है? It works with liver. And the last one, in embryo it produces blood. Embryo means when we are in our mother's body and when that development is happening, तब blood formation का main काम करता है spleen. लेकिन once we are outside mother's body, we know the main area where the blood gets produced is the bone marrow, right? But जब आप अपने mother के body में रहते हैं, at that time spleen is the main organ for production of blood. So with this we finish a very big chapter, circulatory system. I hope I could explain you well, लेकिन फिर भी I'll suggest you go back and watch my analysis of this chapter, okay? That will help you to understand कौन से portions हमें ज़्यादा important है यहाँ पे. Soon I'm going to meet you with the next chapter. Till then, do not forget to revise. Do subscribe my channel. Thank you.